Gentlemen, let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered why, no matter how much effort you put in, she never quite reaches the peak you're hoping for? You might be doing many things right, yet still missing the one secret that takes her. From that felt nice to my entire body just melted. Well, today I'm going to give you that secret. It's not a toy. It's not a pill. And it's not some complicated move that takes hours to master. It's a simple, science-backed method that, once you understand it, can give her the kind of explosive, trembling, unforgettable orgasms that make her look at you like you're the only man in the room. And here's the best part. It's not about magic hands or being born with natural talent. It's about understanding her body, her biology, and pacing yourself in a way most men never do. I'm Dr. Hannah Kim, Men's Sexual Health, a urologist with 12 years of experience helping men improve performance, confidence, and intimacy. And today I'm going to break this down for you step by step. Before we dive in, a quick question. Where are you watching from? I love seeing men over 40, 50, and 60 tuning in from all over the world. Drop your city in the comments. And while you're there, hit the like button and subscribe if you're ready to become the kind of man women brag about behind closed doors. Here's the lie you've probably been told, that oral sex is all about speed and technique. That if you just copy what you've seen in movies or heard in locker room talk, she automatically climax. But here's the truth no one tells you. Most women need time, rhythm, and anticipation far more than flashy tricks. Their bodies are wired differently than ours. Where men often respond quickly to direct stimulation, women's arousal builds in layers. If you rush, you short-circuit the process. If you slow down and use patience, that's when the fireworks happen. And the single most powerful tool to unlock those fireworks is something called the start-stop method, sometimes called edging dot when done properly during oral. It creates waves of arousal that build and build, then explode into the kind of release most women rarely experience. How do I know this works? Because I've seen it firsthand, both in research and in practice. Over my 12 years as a urologist, I've guided countless men, some in their 30s, others in their 70s, who felt lost when it came to intimacy. They believed age had taken away their ability to satisfy a partner, but once they learned the pacing and patience behind this method, they didn't just give their partners more pleasure, they rebuilt their own confidence in the bedroom. One of my patients, let's call him Robert, 64 years old, came to me after years of frustration. He said, "Dr. Narita, I try. I really do. But she gets bored or I burn out before she gets there." Within 2 months of adjusting his approach, using the start-stop method, he was glowing. His wife told him it was the best intimacy they'd had in decades. That's why I can say with absolute confidence, this isn't theory. It works. So let's go step by step. Think of this as a countdown to mastery. 3 pillars that turn your oral game from average into unforgettable. Step 1. Set the stage for comfort. If you can't breathe easily, if your jaw hurts after 3 minutes, or if she's twisted into an awkward position, neither of you will last long enough for real magic to happen. Biologically, arousal is like climbing a hill. If the climber keeps slipping because the ground is unstable, she never reaches the peak. Comfort creates steady footing. Practical tips. Place a pillow under her hips. This tilts the pelvis, giving you better access and increasing sensitivity. Support yourself. If you're kneeling, use a cushion under your knees. If the bed is too high, angle her near the edge so you can sit in a chair. Relax your jaw, keep it loose. Breathe through your nose and settle in. This isn't a sprint. It's a marathon. Emotionally, when she sees that you're comfortable and in control, she relaxes. And relaxation is the fuel of arousal. Step 2, the patient buildup. This is where most men mess up. They rush straight to the clitoris, treating it like a button to press. But biologically, the clitoris has over 8,000 nerve endings, the most, concentrated in the human body. Too much too soon is overwhelming and can even be painful. Instead, you build gradually. Think of it like warming up an engine. The slower the heat rises, the smoother and stronger the performance. How do you do it? Start away from the clitoris. Kiss, lick, and tease the inner thighs. This area is rich with nerve endings that prime her body. Move outward in soft kisses and slow licks around the labia. Keep it teasing and unhurried. Introduce rhythm. Use gentle, steady strokes with the tip of your tongue, moving bottom to top. Count your strokes if it helps, slow and consistent, emotionally. This buildup tells her, I'm not rushing. I wanted to savor you, and that's incredibly arousing. Practically, it also gives you time. You're not straining. You're in control. Step 3, the start-stop secret. This is where the fireworks begin. The start-stop method is about bringing her close to the edge, easing off, then building again. Each cycle stacks her arousal higher. So when she finally climaxes, it's not just strong, it's earth-shaking biologically. Edging lets her nervous system reach higher levels of arousal with each wave. Blood flow increases, muscle tension builds, sensitivity peaks. Emotionally, the anticipation drives her wild. It's the difference between sipping water and waiting until you're parched before you drink. That release becomes unforgettable. How? To time it. Watch for cues, quicker breathing, thighs tightening, belly tensing, hands gripping. Right before she crosses the line, slow down. Switch to kissing her thighs or belly, or whisper something warm in her ear. Let her settle for 20 to 30 seconds. Then return to the exact same pattern that brought her there. Do this 2 to 3 times. On the final build, change nothing. Stay steady and let her go over the edge. Practical tip, use your hands. Gently part the labia. Add light suction on the clitoral hood or anchor a fingertip inside while keeping your oral rhythm. And always check in subtly, more here or higher. A 5-word check-in keeps her safe, engaged, and open dot. So how do you put this into practice? Set up for comfort. Next time, arrange pillows, breathe easily, and make sure you can last. Pace yourself. Spend twice as long on buildup as you think you should. Remember, anticipation is arousal. Edge her, bring her close, pause, let her breathe, then build again. Repeat 2 to 3 cycles before carrying her over. If you follow these 3 steps, you'll transform from a man who tries into a man who delivers. Now, some of you may be thinking, Dr. Narita, I'm too old for this. My stamina isn't what it used to be. Let me tell you, age is not the end of your ability to give pleasure. In fact, many women say men over 50 or 60 make the best lovers because they've learned patience. They're not in a hurry. They care more about the experience than racing to the finish line. Emotionally, that makes women feel desired, cherished, and safe. And biologically, with proper pacing, you don't need the stamina of a 25-year-old. You need consistency, and consistency has no age. Gentlemen, here's the truth. You don't need to reinvent yourself. You don't need to be younger, richer, or stronger. You just need to understand her body, respect the process, and give her the patience she craves. The start-stop method isn't just a technique. It's about presence, showing her you're a man who listens, who notices, and who's confident enough not to rush. So tonight, or the next time you're intimate, try it. Set the stage. Build slowly. Edge her twice. Then let her release. Watch what happens, not just in her body, but in the way she looks at you afterward. That's when you'll know you've given her something rare. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and comment start-stop below, so I know you're ready to take your intimacy to the next level. And tell me, what's one thing You wish you learned about women's pleasure 20 years ago? Remember, you're not too old. You're not past your prime. With small changes, you can create comfort, confidence, and connection that lasts a lifetime. I'm Dr. Hannah Kim, Men's Sexual Health, and I'll see you in the next video.